Okay. I feel like it should be working properly. Yeah. It should be.
Hello.
What up, homie? Let me see. Let's see.
I'm whispering to myself.
It just sounded like acid.
No, because he is 5'3", 122 for on the battlefield. I have a 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4 cards gonna go away. I have a 5% chance to draw a big card. And a 50% chance to draw a land. Nice combo, actually. Airlift Captain, please. It's Airlift Captain. All in Snake. If I attack now, that's 2 4 damage, minus 2 death, so it goes up to 7. Yes. Oh, math's hard. The bright side, I only have a 41% chance to draw a land now. I can just draw play champion and win this game. Swift. Why do you have so much flying tramplers? What the hell?
I don't know if you want to turn on push to talk or not.
depending on my draws.
We waiting on Lou. Oh, he said 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a quick pee, and I will be right back. We should be good then.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take my dog out for a walk.
Okay.
Well, with that, I lost the game. I fucking
Spank you on it.
spanking on that card. There's still a chance. If I can draw the disenchant to win this game. Shoot, and draw the disenchant. So 2, 6. I just need 4 damage to get there.
Hello? Good. Hey, you're muted.
He's taking his dog out.
Oh.
Ugh.
Hello.
There you
What
go.
up, homie?
Is everybody in?
No, I'm
In?
not. I've already updated and stuff, though. Forgot to take the last step, you know what I'm saying? That last step.
Sure.
That last one. The final one. Sorry. Alright. Wait, did I connect to the wrong server? No, this is the right one. I don't see anyone
Yeah.
else in here.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh,
Who's in
okay,
here?
okay. I thought I was late into the server.
I'm in here like.
Fuck, so close.
What is Kevral's HP maximum? Lou?
9.
Huh?
159.
Oh shit. Do you do you have that necklace on, the Constitution?
Yep.
Okay. The 159, so that's 30. Yeah, so that's about equivalent. Okay.
You have
Mhm.
2 more HP than me.
Remember, that was like the first thing he recovered from his family heirloom. The
No, I know. I just didn't know if you had equipped
Yeah.
anything else yet.
Oh, yes, +1, 2.
Thank God.
Yeah, I think we have everybody here, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Little Danny boy is in bed right now, tucked a little under his little covers, with his head on his little pillow. Up.
Yep.
Lumbering away.
All right. So everybody else is up to speed already. You guys were preparing for a journey out to the ocean. Did you guys already set off?
Yeah. We gave that girl 2 days, right?
Yeah.
2 days.
So yeah, she's you guys meet her at the docks. Are you taking the Ultros?
I think so.
I don't see why not.
Sure, why not?
I mean, I guess we could
For everybody.
transport via plants, but I don't know. If
You
we
know,
would,
Not to the middle
I was
of the
gonna
ocean.
say,
yeah,
you
there's
know
no
any
like
kelp?
giant trees, right? In the
No.
middle of the ocean.
I'm trying to remember what happened to the Ultros, because Kevril, did you leave the Ultros for 10 years? Or you set off on it and then faked your death?
Yeah, but didn't you say something about it was big enough to be repaired? I mean, we used it on our very first mission, remember? To go to that city
Oh, that's right.
and
Yeah. So you have the Ultros.
Mhm.
You get on the ship. You meet her. She has, a bunch of luggage. Like different trunks, full of things. books, maps, all sorts of stuff. You can tell that she's not actually probably very experienced at taking these
Right.
sea voyages. Um, and she says, okay, so where will be my quarters if I'm coming on as a consultant, special assistant?
It's your first time, isn't it? And he kind of looks at all his. And I'm
Well,
like,
where will my quarters be?
okay, so the Ultros, in the bottom, how many rooms do we have?
Yeah, I mean, there's not many rooms, and they're all mostly like bunks and hammocks.
Yeah.
I think there is a captain's quarters.
Yeah. I mean, there's only one quarters, captain quarters, son. Other than that, you can pick as many rooms you want.
Well, you do still have a crew.
Yeah. I do.
So, some of them have probably left, but a lot of them are still around. You have enough to crew the Ultros at least.
Yeah.
And so she just has to stay in some of their quarters.
Yeah, sure.
She kind of balks at that idea, but is kind of, sort of meekly like resigns herself to the circumstances.
And I see that, and I'm like, I'm sorry, we're not an inn. This is a ship.
Yes. I understand. I don't know what I was expecting. All right. Well, can one of your crewmen help me carry my things down at least to?
Yeah, sure. Barnabard, Delicious, please, help us, young lady.
So yeah, two big, burly sailors come in and, like, yes, Captain. And they take the shit down.
And I'm gonna whisper to one of their ears, like, for the that are less. I know it's unavoidable. See, less stinky rooms,
I think the night before we arrive wherever we're going or whatever, I would prepare us a hero's feast.
Okay. So can you click that? Can you put that in the chat so we all know its effects, or can you place those effects on people?
Yeah. Hero's feast.
I had
Hang
that
on.
for like a good 2 months, and I never used it once because I didn't have the time to, and I switched it to something else. Cool, that's for 24 hours, right?
That is correct.
Pretty points.
All right. So the night before, but you're doing it the night before, so you start the day 8 hours into it. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So you have
Damn,
And it
16?
also
16
consumes
hours.
one of those things that I made you guys give me a bunch of 1,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, why are you making us get? It's to buy all these chalices.
Yeah.
So I used to have 5, now I have 4.
Cool. All right. So you do that. You the seas are much calmer than they were before. You don't have as many crazy encounters. Sidon is dead. And the seas seem calm. It's been great for overseas trade,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of lost its sense of adventure.
Of danger.
Yeah,
Of
mystery. But you arrive at the location marked on the map that you received from Kira, and it's just, miles off. You can see the Isle of Yonder, but just barely. It's like a speck on the horizon.
Hmm?
But
Look at that. The Out of Yonder. Boy. Remember that place?
I wasn't there for Isle of Yonder.
No, I know. I'm over here talking to the dragon. Talking to Jace.
Was I there
don't
for
even know.
Yonder?
I think you were. With the Sphinx.
See,
no, the
Oh,
Island
yeah.
of Yonder was
Oh.
not. The Isle of Yonder was not the Sphinx. The Isle of Yonder was the headquarters
the headquarters.
of the
Okay, I was still there. Okay.
Order of Sidon. You fought Gaius there and killed him. And killed his dragon. So yeah, you're there, and it's time to
Roll initiative. now.
So we are.
to dive.
It's
Yeah,
time
so
to
like,
perish.
We're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, X marks the spot. Here it is. And I pull out. I kind of gather everyone around. Remember, Kira is with us because she wants to study that. What was it? That the map or the book that we got?
That's not Kira.
Versi?
Versi, sorry, not Kira. My bad.
Yeah.
What happened to Kira?
Yeah.
She's been traveling, telling tales of the lords, the Dragonlords, the oracles chosen.
Amazing.
Dragonlord, these nuts. I'm sorry.
Part of the
guys.
You're
crew now.
banned. You're banned.
I'm
so
sorry.
let me see. So
Not sorry.
I will give. So I gather everybody around. I will pull out a scroll that we got. I will pass breathe underwater with the scroll.
Water breathing?
Water breathing, yeah. You said it was what, 8 people?
Yeah. Tom can also do it as a ritual if you want, but
Well, I'm gonna do. Let me see. There's 4 of us, plus the 2 dragons. That's 6. Because my dragon. And then I guess I'll give it to. Give it to Versi, and I'll give it to what's that girl's name? With us. My notes left my notes. in
Yeah, I
the
mean,
other-
Versi is a sea nymph, so she doesn't need it.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Aketa is
Akata. There you go.
is a tiefling, but she's like, I'm not going down there with you.
No. This is just out of precaution. The seas are dangerous. Just in case you need it, come get us or something.
Okay.
Kata, I'll give it to her. And just in case you want to do some exploring of yourself or on your own, who knows? And then I give it to one of my other crewmen, the one that's gonna kind of a muscle of them. I'll do that. And didn't you say, Chris, that you can do?
Oh, to get us down? Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not being very talkful. I'm trying to get all my spells prepared. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm like
Right.
in the middle of combat and I'm like, oh, I would have prepared it. Because that's
Freedom
kind
of
like
movement. Can you do freedom of movement as a ritual?
No, not as
Is
a
that-
ritual, unfortunately. But,
Mm-hmm.
no, this doesn't
could-
help us at all get to the top. But to get us down to the bottom, what I can do is, and it's the only 8th level spell that I have prepared. It's called Animal Shapes. And I'll basically turn us all into a menagerie of whatever aquatic animal you want to be. By the way, this is 100% happening. I want us all to just be sea creatures, fucking, floating down in the sea, and it lasts for 8 hours, and I can change you guys into other creatures the entire time.
Oh wow, that's cool. Can I be a giant jelly?
You could. I'm gonna look up some of the better ones that just have better
Oh, okay.
stats. You know what I'm saying? In case
Oh,
we
was this-
encounter something.
I wasn't doing it. I was doing it for the majestic.
I know. I can though. if Kevril requests it, I can do that.
I mean, if you want to do that to go down, then water breathing lasts 24 hours, mate, or is it 8 hours?
24.
I think it's 8. It's 24.
It is 24. Yeah.
What? Okay, so I could definitely do water breathing first, and then you can go ahead and cast that spell if you want, because that way I can use freedom of movement later. Good.
Yeah. Because I have
'Cause I don't
freedom of
have-
movement too. Actually, let me check my Staff of the Woodlands. No, it doesn't have freedom of movement. Okay. So yeah, I'll just expend. It's an 8th level spell slot, but hopefully within the next 8 hours, we'll find something and it can be turned into being something fun.
Exactly.
So Nate, that is so I suggest Jace or Isaiah and Lou. I suggest that you look up that spell, Animal Shapes, because it's kind of bananas. Like you guys
Yeah, I
basically
know.
get access to Wild Shape now.
Well, Jazzy's gonna come with us. Obviously she has a swim speed of 40 feet, and she can definitely drag their water. I gave it to your dragon too, Jace, and gave it to Stan's dragon.
What did you give them?
Water breathing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the dragon.
So I can choose. Oh my god. any number of willing creatures that you can see within range.
With a spell?
That is insane. I could turn our entire boat crew into killer whales.
Crazy.
No, but like we could actually do that, right? How many do we have on? Like 40 of them? That's 40 CR3.
Yeah, we have a lot of crew members. Well, no,
That's true because it is
we
pared down.
used-
Yeah.
yeah, we used to have 40. I'll say 30, 20.
Yeah.
Take as much muscle to
And
navigate
anyway,
the
that's
seas
just,
anymore.
yeah.
So,
It's just a fun idea, but I don't feel like we want to risk their lives because that would
no, they're not coming. They're not. I would not allow it.
But
What's the name of that spell?
What's that?
What's the name of that spell? Change shape?
Animal shapes. I linked it in the chat of Fantasy Grounds. I'm gonna. There are a few good ones.
It requires concentration, though.
It does.
But
I do
that's
have
good.
Warcaster. I do have Warcaster.
Okay.
Killer Whale is a good one. It also has a speed of 60. Giant Snapping Turtle, speed of 40. Nah. I could turn us all into polar bears. I'm going to turn us all into killer whales, Nate.
You're gonna turn you all into killer whales right now?
Yeah.
Hey, not on the boat. Hey.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell the
See me jumping. Wait, no. Jump off.
yeah, I'm like, you better fucking, and I'm muttering under my breath. I'm like waving towards the edge. I'm like, jump off, bitches.
I jumped off because I.
All right, but Tom, when he finishes the spell and jumps off, wants to make a magnificent dive into the water. What kind of a check do I need to make to do that, Nate? Because it's a competition to him now.
I would say that's acrobatics.
Of course.
Oh,
What, Nate? No,
Man.
I mean,
I just threw myself.
you just fucking kill it, dude.
it's why they call me a killer whale, because I'm just constantly killing it.
You do like the high dive, performance
I
high
too.
dive, but like when you hit the water, like nothing splashes. It was just like pure straight up.
Yeah. It's like yeah. It's like, bloop.
Yeah, bubbles come up.
Yeah. And Kevril, I guess what do you got? Like some of your fins on the water. Oh, you've got a +9. God damn.
Hard, dude. Hard. But anyways, yeah, I threw myself anyways. No.
I'm also gonna cast it on Rasputin in case we're still down there because it lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Or it lasts for 8 hours.
How do I do? Not well.
No, it lasts for 24 hours.
Oh hey, I had the same score as a guy with a +9.
Holy shit! I could have cast animal shapes on us last night. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Why? What happened?
Because it lasts 24 hours. Whatever. I didn't plan for it. Didn't do it. So we go down, Nate.
Yeah. So as you descend, and do you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say unless Jace wanted to try and do something fancy as he.
No, I got a 9.
You got a 9.
I just like go in there.
So yeah, Tom like gracefully, jumps off, and with all the grace of an elf, does like full acrobatic, flips, whatever. It's like Olympic diver shit. before turning into an orca and splashing into the ocean, as small as an orca can splash.
Can I add on a little bit of flavor where I as I splash down a little bit as the orca, and then I come back up and there's like a glistening, killer whale glinting in the sun, splashing the water in like a circular pattern and then landing back in. It's magnificent.
Yeah, it's amazing. SeaWorld would be dying to put you in captivity.
Salivating, chomping at the bit.
Kevril and Jace, on the other hand, both leap off, and they do attempt, because you rolled acrobatics. You do attempt to do something just as stylish, but the transformation is Tom being a natural shapeshifter.
I might have also slowed it down a little bit for them.
Yeah, but you guys, it's unwieldy and weird to do it, and you basically just flop into the water, and the crew is applauding Tom's skill, but they're kind of laughing and snickering at the two of you.
Hey, I was wearing heavy armor, okay.
Yeah. It's a noble attempt with the heavy armor. So as you descend into the murky depths of the sea, a glorious city emerges through the dimly lit waters. Towers, spires, domes, and other magnificent structures are spread out across the ocean floor in a sprawling metropolis, still largely intact despite centuries beneath the waves. The architecture of the city has been overgrown with brightly colored coral that only accentuates the sunken city's beauty. On the southeast edge of the city, however, is a dark, gaping maw, an open chasm that extends deep into the ocean floor, swallowing up all light that enters. As you near the edge of the sunken city, you come across a scene of brutal violence. A score of merfolk are under attack from a hideous war party of Marrow. Wielding tridents and nets, the merfolk fight valiantly against their twisted brethren, but the Marrow are bigger, stronger, and far more savage. Several of the merfolk are already badly wounded, with plumes of their blood slowly seeping into the surrounding waters.
How far away are we?
You're a ways off from them, but probably at this point about let's say 100 feet from them. So I'm still describing the scene. Unaware of the interlopers. No, that's fine. One of the evil Marrow plunges a long spear into the belly of a hapless mermaid soldier who cries out and clutches feebly at the shaft of the weapon now protruding from her stomach. The Marrow twists the weapon, then rips it free. The mermaid shudders once, then goes still. So there are 20 merfolk under attack by a war party of 10 Marrow. 5 of the merfolk are already dead, so there are 15 still fighting.
I need to look up the Orca stat block.
Okay, so the first thing that I need to do is make sure that everyone is in position if they, presuming that everyone else is charging forward with me as killer whales, then I want to make sure that they get along as far along in their journey before undoing the transformation and allowing them to be themselves. Because they're a lot faster underwater as a killer whale than they are. Or unless they don't want to transform back into themselves, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, You can drop concentration at any time.
No, I can. I like a part of the spell is that I can just make them go back to their normal selves.
Oh, okay.
But isn't just like wasting a slot or no?
No, because it lasts
Oh,
for
you-
24 hours. I can keep
Oh,
on
it's
on
re-
subsequent
okay.
turns. You can use your action
Okay.
to transform affected creatures into new forms.
Oh.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I
a
could basically
rat
turn you into
spell,
an
dude.
infinitely living tank every turn, transforming you into a new thing with a new bag of HP.
Okay.
It is level 8 though, and it is concentration. So anyway, if you guys like conveyed to me before mission start that you wanted to remain as a killer whale, if we encountered any danger or anything like that, then I will not transform you back to yourself. But if you did not, then I'm going to transform you back to yourself. And then,
Wait, can killer whales attack?
yeah, killer whales, they have a plus
Yeah.
6 to hit. They have 90 HP, 60 swim speed. They have a blind sight of 120 feet. They have only plus 6 to hit, but when they hit, it's 5d6 plus 4 piercing damage.
I'm gonna say a whale. Hold on.
Well,
All right.
I won't say anything, so I'll turn back.
All right, you'll turn back.
Like,
And I guess the dragons never said anything, so they're just both still whales.
Oh,
You could have a little pod of whales. Lou and the two dragons.
sorry. I gotta look for a killer whale. That quick.
Oh, I'll post killer whale to the general chat if you want it.
Huge.
Right there.
So we're gonna try to do this theater of the mind.
Cool.
Okay. Can you release the killer whale token to us?
release me from my hold.
Did anyone else's program just freeze?
Not sure. Nope, mine's still moving.
No, yeah, I'm moving.
Yeah, what do you mean by release to you?
Just so we can see it. So there it is. Yeah, we have it now.
Wait, where are you looking at? The images?
NPCs.
Killer whale. Killer whale.
So yeah, to the extent that you want to help, then you're gonna roll initiative.
Yeah. Killer whale initiative.
I should have got closer before releasing. Oh, I didn't know we were gonna release anyway. So
I think we all got as close as we could, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the killer whale's movement?
60.
feet.
So I'll say you were able to get 60 feet, and then, like I said, you were about 100 feet from all the action. So
Gotcha.
you got 60 feet closer, so you're 40 feet away from everyone now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a
Cool.
good distance.
So there are some rules to exploring underwater. This probably won't apply since you guys have water breathing. But if you do not have a swim speed, you will be taking a melee attack penalty, giving you disadvantage on an attack unless your weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. So any other weapons will give you disadvantage. There are also ranged weapon attack penalties. That ranged weapons do not have that second range. They only can hit within their normal range. They will automatically miss beyond that. So that second range that says, if you attack, you can attack, but you have disadvantage. Those automatically miss. Even against the target within normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a thrown weapon like javelins, spears, tridents, darts, etc. So it really affects bows. Not that anybody uses those. But there you go.
I guess my flame tongue longsword won't be beneficial here, right?
It's magical
No.
fire, right?
You probably would want it to be something else.
I can switch it to a spear.
Yeah. Spear or trident or
Thank goodness, a lot of lordly might.
yeah.
Oh, does
all right.
fire do less damage underwater? I feel like that is a...
Yeah, I don't even think it goes.
Yeah, but if it's salt water, then it's wound. It
No,
should
but
be
it's
psychic
but like
damage.
magical fire. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
No. It's a good. Yeah, it's a good question. Good fire.
Because you could have like a piece of, magically enchanted ice within a kiln of fire and still not have it. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
So yeah, there's no real rule about that. So there's some folks who have suggested homebrewed rules. But I think maybe if you're like fully submerged underwater, you might have resistance to fire damage. I probably think that's reasonable.
Okay. I thought there was an actual... Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I'm staying as a killer whale, so...
Yeah, so just creatures that are fully immersed, creatures and objects that are fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. So everything underwater is going to be resistant to fire. All right, you guys rolled initiative, I think. I see.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
saw.
actually. It doesn't matter. I always roll list in initiative. Centrophia takes her turns on my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those jazz.
Yep.
Centrophia doesn't have a swim speed.
So, Nate, can you lay this out but I presume a part of why we're doing this Theater of their Mind is because this is a 3-dimensional battlefield, no longer two-dimensional top-down?
Well, that's one aspect of it. I don't really have a battle map ready for this encounter
I was
so...
trying to make you look good, but,
no, I mean, that was my reason. That was exactly my reasoning. It was 3-dimensional and too hard to do in a 2D plane.
Yeah.
Just easier to describe it, Theater of the Mind, at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna take Rasputin out because I don't think anybody wants to control him, and I don't. So.
No.
I think you guys got this, the three of you.
But he is a killer whale.
Okay.
Or he's affected by the spell, whatever. so that next
Sure.
time he comes back, he can,
He'll be a killer whale.
if he wants to be.
He is a killer and he is a whale.
Cool. All right. Top of the round. Tom.
Oh, I go
Oh.
first. So,
Yeah.
but because we're doing this theater of the mind, I'm unaware of the spatial positioning of these 10 enemies. Are they
Sure.
close-ish together? And when you say that, are they like near the ground? Are they on the ground?
So yeah, so think of like they're up in the water, like they're not down on the seabed, you know. But for the most part, they've created from a two-dimensional perspective sort of a you know, line, and you're coming up from behind the bad guys. So like the good guys are getting kind of massacred, trying to hold themselves off, and whatnot, and make it so that they don't all go in a block, because that's going to be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Reroll some initiative. Okay, that's.
Okay.
Well, they're going in a block.
If they are in a line,
yeah,
then I'm gonna try and get on the plane that puts them in a line from me. And
okay, so you're about 40 feet off from their back.
So I know but I have 35 feet of movement.
Uh-huh.
What I'm trying to use is Cone of Cold.
Yeah.
And it has a 60-foot cone. So I actually don't think I need to be in a line from them. You know what I'm saying?
A cone is like a 3-dimensional cone.
Yeah. So let's just add more complicated math to this.
It's a 60-foot
and have a cone in a 3-dimensional plane.
It's a 60-foot cone.
Let me post it.
Fuck yeah. Add the 4th dimension too.
Yeah, let's add time to this bitch. Anyone got time
60-foot
stuff?
cone. Okay, so I think that with 35 feet of movement, you could probably position yourself so that their entire group is in it. Is in the cone.
Okay. How do I target each of them?
I can do it for you if you want me to.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah. Why the fuck did it go down to their turn?
I hit end turn for. I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just jump back up. Make sure you're targeting all of them.
I don't see Marrow 1 in there.
Or 10. Okay. You're targeting all of them now.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
And I will use my starry form to take the form of dragon.
Okay.
And, sylvan wings. I got to show you guys, like, elven dragons. They're cool. Like, they have, like, little, like, flowers and stuff on them. They're like, fey dragons. I think they're in Fizzbands. But it looks like the wings of one of those, and like a little cry. But it's beautiful in its sounding, and you would see Tom start floating, but he's already floating because they're in the water. So, that's it. That's his turn.
That's really cool. So you weaken them so bad. That the rest of the merfolk on their turns see these people swim up as killer whales, transform into like human-looking people, and then one of them continues to swim forward and shoots out just like icy cold like an icy cold current of water that passes over all the marrow, and they all begin to slow their movement, and you can see you know crystals of ice accumulating around their bodies. And in their collective turns, all the ones that took 42 damage, they are essentially one hit from dying. I'm going to say that the remaining merfolk are able to kill all the ones that took full damage. So there are only 2 remaining.
Nice.
Also, there's a whales turned into dragons too. So
You've got dragons?
yeah, thought we brought them.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck yeah. Okay, so they all Cone of Cold. Wrecked those marrows shit. Kevril.
Evril is going to so in seeing Tom just being calm, so I'm 40 away from the crowd, right? And there's only I'm guessing 2 left. Oh man, which one is closer to me? 3 or 8? I'm gonna make
3 closer to
number
you.
3. Okay, closer. All right. So I go charging in, teeth open wide. Number 3. Oh, I hit. Thank you. Good.
Oh, are you still you're still a killer whale?
Yeah, I'm still a whale. Still a killer
Oh,
whale.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, I did not. I'm charging it. Cavril is not going to miss this opportunity.
Holy
Dude.
shit.
That's horrible, dude. I've been rolling. Have you noticed my rolls? Acrobatic 6,
Still though.
3.
It still does a solid amount of damage. Is that you only have 1 attack as a killer whale, I assume?
Uh, yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the one.
Yeah, just
Okay.
1 attack. Which is okay. Can I? Cause why do I have a tail if I can't use it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's the killer whale stat block. I don't make the rules.
No, I know.
You have your
I
dragon?
I wish I killed it. I wish I.
Well, maybe you can double team it with your dragon.
I know.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, Jazzy sees. Double. Um. Why? Why Isaiah? So Jazzy sees this. That yeah, fuck it, we're gonna double. She is going to bite at number 3. Oh great, she gets the good 22. Just looks, just looks nice. For 12, oh there she is. She kills it. Number 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Kills number 3, and as a bonus action, I'm just gonna bat it. I'm gonna bat it away with my tail. Can I do that?
Sure. Yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely could do that. Yeah.
yeah, bat it away with my fuck
Um.
off.
So this whale comes in and you bite it, and then Jazrael comes in and bites it, and between the two like big chunks taken out of it, um, it's just like uh wilts down and is like sort of just like hanging there floating like ragdoll, and you like flip around and like spike it towards the seafloor.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Can I just
Um,
say how terrifying of a group we are? This is fucking horrifying.
So Centrophia and Jace.
Was our turn?
Yeah.
What happened to the big block? Oh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did kill them all. I'll try to take my turn. I roll to attack. If I'm close enough.
Yeah, you swim up to Marrow 8. I think yeah, that'll hit.
I'm not expecting to not kill it, so let's see. I am using a spear, so
What's this exquisite spear?
it's the Rod of Lordly Might. I dragged it from the item thing into my inventory so I can use it for damage instead of having to make it my own. Just treat it as Rod of Lordly Spear. Or Spear of
This
Lordly
wasn't
Might.
ID'd. I got it now.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't you weren't targeting him. So okay, he takes 13. Puts him at yeah, I mean he's hurting. You have another attack?
I do. Second attack. Oh, there's a Rod of Lordly Spear. Thank you.
That just kills it. So
Hey.
come up and kill it. And you see these merfolk, breathing heavily, so to speak. And one of them is sort of giving orders to the others, to take their wounded and their dead.
Tom is aiding in that.
And the leader of them says, sort of guardedly, we thank you, friends, for your. Do any of you speak Aquan?
Do I? Let me see.
Man, that's cool. They
So
have
he
it
begins to speak in Aquan,
I don't.
and he could tell that you guys don't understand, and then he switches to common, but it's a more archaic common, and he says, "Hail, friends! Your assistance with that raiding party was much appreciated. What business dost thou hath with our city?"
Well, if you want me to be the face, I can be the face.
Well, I'm still a whale.
Oh, I'll transform you back. Oh, yeah, I'll transform all of us back into people.
Okay.
Yeah, because that way they know, right? That way they know.
Yeah.
You're dealing with bull.
You see his eyes sort of like squint, like he's impressed with like
Really?
this feat of magic. He's
Really?
like, okay, this is.
I'm gonna
Um,
turn everyone into giant snapping turtles.
Oh no.
So it's just five
yeah.
giant. They're large beasts. It's like 10-foot square. And then I'll turn us all back after 6 seconds back into ourselves.
he says, are you beasts or men? I hope you speak the common tongue.
I am an animal and a beast. Are you the same man and a different beast? I love that thing.
I'm very confused by what you're saying, but if you are here to come to our aid, we welcome it, and I would love to bring you to the king to have audience with him, so he can reward you accordingly.
Oh, can I? Damn it. Shit.
Insurance
I
fraud.
can cast. Okay, as he's taking us to the king, can I start ritual casting for him?
Start
'Cause I
ritual
know-
casting what?
Comprehend languages? I forgot I had that at that level.
I mean, not if you're moving.
Okay, so that's what I want to know. Okay, so I'm gonna hit comprehend languages as soon as like things become awkward, like nobody's answering him.
If you're swimming, isn't that constant
nobody-
movement?
I mean, you can talk to him in
Yeah, but
common. He's speaking common.
yeah, but he's hard to understand.
He's not.
Kevro-
His common is very good.
Just like think like old
Oh,
Victorian
okay.
English to our
But-
It's
modern
like Old
English.
English. Think like Old English.
Yeah, I
It's-
know.
It's not really all that difficult.
Yeah, but I think it'll be. Hold on, can I?
If you want to cast the spell, you can, but you can't cast it as a ritual right now.
No, I know. Hold on. So I can't. Here's the thing, though. Comprehend languages. Like, can I talk that language, or I just?
You understand but not able to speak.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm pretty sure if you ritual cast it, but you're swimming, doesn't mean your arms are constantly moving.
I mean that's why I'm saying you
Yeah,
got to be in a you can't cast it ritually while you're swimming.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I don't cast it then. I
Okay.
won't be able to speak it. I just wanted to like be very, very formal as. So okay. So then I just say yes. We can definitely see your king. We actually have business with your city. In your city.
He says, "Well then, follow me. It's not safe to tarry here. There are more merfolk raids or marrow raids, and patrols, constantly."
So as we we're swimming, we're following. I'll just ask, like, does he look any different from has there's evolved? I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
What do you mean?
Different from it's a girl. No, not Akita. Not Akira. Akita, the girl that gave us the heads up.
I'm not.
Her name Akita, right?
I think he's
So
asking if they
Aketa was-
look.
Aketa was a tiefling, who's the merchant,
No, not the merchant. The
servant of Narcissus.
The servant of Narcissus.
Yeah, Pyrrha.
Pyrrha.
That's a siren.
Pyrrha.
Yeah, they sound So like, all right. So Pyrrha, does she look anything like guys? Because
No,
obviously,
she's a siren. This is a merfolk. So he's like like a mermaid.
oh, okay, he's a mermaid.
A
This is the
merman.
first time. Is this the first time we've seen mermans?
No.
We've seen mermen before.
You
We have,
encountered a different village of merfolk.
Yeah, when we had Dan's nurse friend in Florida joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was a different. That's why I'm.
Temporarily, she joined us, and then bounced real quick.
I mean, she wasn't really a character.
No.
Also, she was here for quite a few times.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is she from this place?
But I'm saying like her leaving was very abrupt.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh,
was she
yeah.
from this place? God,
No,
imagine.
she wasn't.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, hey, do you know? Okay. Well, anyways, so I'm just gonna ask him like, do you guys coexist with other species down here, or is it just you, merfolk?
So
As we're swimming.
he says, that the that the Marrow and the merfolk are at odds. So half the city is occupied by the merfolk, and half the city is occupied by the Marrow. And the Marrow corrupt the natural order. They're sadistic predators that live to kill and cause mayhem.
Does this
And,
jive with anything that Tom knows?
Does it jive with anything that you know?
Yeah, like about the nature of creatures in these types of habitats?
Yeah, so like, you would imagine that they're like going after other merfolk, whales, dolphins, other mammalian sea creatures, and trying to keep the merfolk from like having their food. And so he kind of gives you the rundown that like, the merfolk, um, their kingdom is the largest underwater civilization in all of Thylea. You can see as you're traveling through that there are thousands of merfolk that live in and amongst the ruins of this kingdom. And you can see that there are areas where vast forests of kelp and coral are being grown as if like in farms. And some of those farms are tended to not just by merfolk, but by nereid, which are sea nymphs that tend to the coral and kelp forests. And you can see, Tom, as you're swimming past those, that they are kind of like druids in their own right, very in tune with the natural cycle of nature and maintaining that to, grow these resources.
Oh.
So as you guys approach the palace, which I wish I could ping. This is like the hardest part with this. But it's right there. I drew the arrow on the map.
Oh, this one. Okay.
So
And draw a red. You could just draw like a red square or something.
I drew an arrow.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Purple. Yeah.
Okay. So rising up above the surrounding structures is a magnificent palace. The high walls and circular towers on each corner are covered with multicolored coral, carefully groomed and tended so that it grows in a pattern that forms the sigil of the merfolk king, a pair of crossed tridents above a giant squid. The iron gates of the palace stand open, but several heavily armored merfolk stand guard outside, to dissuade anyone from entering without invitation. The palace is the most heavily defended building that you've seen so far here. So the leader of the patrol, the rest of the people on patrol that you met, go to the barracks, but the leader is like, I'll escort you to the king. After speaking with some of the guards, and an attendant doesn't run, but swims back into the palace, and he says, as soon as we're let in, I'll escort you there and tell him of your deeds. And as someone comes out, you guys begin to swim, and the whole trek takes probably about an hour from where you first descended, and you're escorted with this guy there, and then you have 6 guards on each side, so 12 guards on either side of you, 6 on either side, so 12 total. You enter the palace and are led to the throne room. There is a kingly-looking merman who sits upon a golden chair. His powerful tail is curled up beneath him. A thick white beard covers his face, and a bejeweled silver crown rests upon his brow. Scattered around the throne room, you see more guards and other members, clearly of a royal court. And then a young merman swims forward, blows on a conch shell that lets out like a underwater.
Nice sound,
then,
nice sound.
And then says, on behalf of the merfolk people of the Sunken Kingdom, King Pontus welcomes you. And Pontus tilts his head in your direction, looks upon you, says, "It has been many years since we have had visitors from the surface world. Tell me, why are you here?"
From one king to the other, and I give the what's that? The most, not glamour, the most kingliest of bows that you would ever see Kevriel do, because he's royalty. He knows what it takes.
So barely a bow at all.
So, well, I guess, sure, whatever. But it's the bowing, it's the bows, and I'm just gonna say, from one king to another, I would just like to say thank you for your allowing to come here in the beautiful place. We've only heard tales of such a beautiful place. This is we come here to look for an item.
Well, I don't know if
you seek an item.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you've saved my men, so pray tell, what item is this that I might?
We saved your men. Oh, so I kind of look back at Tom. Right.
We did. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. We've heard tales, rumor that there is worse notes. I gotta go. Anybody knows the
Promethean fire? Yeah.
Is that what it is? The Promethean fire?
Yeah, I think so, right? Because we have both the Ambrosia and the Caduceus already.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I've just heard tales about this Promethean fire being here. We
I know of no such fire, but perhaps you might wish to speak to our gods. They reside in the temple district. They might be able to assist you.
Your gods.
Yes.
What, like, but
The gods we worship. The original gods of this land.
which ones are those?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Thalia herself?
no, not Thylia. They predate her.
Oh, oh, they do. Really? What are
Do
their
you-
names? Who are they? How have we never heard of them?
Well, it's they're our gods. They were the original gods of this city before it was sunk into the sea.
Are you talking about Sidon?
No, not Sidon.
Oh, okay, good. Good. Okay, your original. Okay, you know that is also very fascinating because I've never heard of these gods that you because I'm so young in age. City has been sunken for whew, long time. Would you mind telling us one of the names just to show respect when we go inside the temple?
Their names are theirs to share. But
Share.
there is the Sky Father, the Fire King, the Ghost Lord, the Fish Queen, the Moon Maiden, the Great Hunter, the Sun Goddess, the Vile Trickster.
So there's like a whole nother fucking pantheon down here?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a whole. There's wow. That is fast.
How far
Very-
down did we swim? Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In a
It's
fire
it's.
god or an underwater kingdom?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I mean, they have those
Oh.
like flame vents and shit like that.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you, King. If you may point us to the right direction of where this temple is,
Because look,
Would-
before you go
yeah,
there, I would ask of you. You seem to be powerful warriors, and you could tip this conflict between us and the Marrow. You could tip the scales quite handily if you were to take up arms against our sworn foes. I would send some of my strongest warriors by your side to swim across the city and across to the other side of the chasm where you might go up against their forces, and I think it would be quite easy for you to eliminate them.
Yeah, Tom is just gonna say it. He's gonna kind of look at the king and be like, with all due respect, we saved your men,
yeah.
but
He
it
says,
doesn't
he
mean
says-
that we're gonna eradicate an entire people.
He says, look, they destroy the natural order by
You won't even
Killing
tell us the
needlessly.
name of your gods. I mean,
those are the names of our gods. Those are the names that we know them by. If they have other names, that's theirs to share. They have not shared them with us. That's
Right.
what I was saying.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it, but Nate, you said that all of that information fit in with what I know about Marrow.
What?
Like, you know, that they disrupt the natural order of stuff.
Yeah.
What is the natural order for these people, though? That's the question.
Yeah, dude.
You know, they're
But that's
hunting...
me as a D&D player being suspicious. So I, you know.
Yeah, so you know he
They
says,
care.
you know, they're over hunting, you know, the uh fisheries and hunting the large sea beasts that maintain ecological balance here. So we've had quite a lot more, you know, deadly algae flowing through the currents and things like that in this area because they're throwing things out of balance. But they also just harass us and kill our people with impunity and raid our city, destroy the reefs, which provide protection and homes for so many creatures here on the floor. And it's
I
not
mean,
without reward. They have quite a lot of valuables in the fort that they've taken up place in. So if you do, we have no need for such things. So if you do find any treasures or valuables that you landwalkers seem to love so much, you'd be free to keep those. And it would be a great help to us, and we would forever be in the debt of you, great heroes.
I mean, you already are, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, you saved my men, and that is true, but this would be saving our people.
right?
You understand the difference?
No. But
No.
my point is, will this make us look good to your gods, or is this just something that you care about?
It surely would bring you more in their favor if you save our people from this threat.
I mean, that doesn't sound bad.
I must ask one thing. Has diplomacy already been tried?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same.
There's no negotiating with these beasts.
Why do you say that? Like,
They fight to the death.
oh,
They
Dude.
Yeah. So
do they have a
refuse-
king of? Do they have a king of their own that you know of?
they do have a leader. He calls himself a warlord. His name is Shexus. I warn you, he is in league with the Coven of Hags.
We don't like them
Sure.
hags. Then again, this could just all be propaganda.
I
'Cause
know,
if
dude.
if you do go up against them and you agree, I shall send, as I said, 4 of my greatest warriors.
I think
There has
that
to be maintenance.
maybe we can do a little bit of recon
Yeah,
before making any commitments.
yeah.
But if it is as bad as you say, then not only will we do this job, but we'll do this job. So, you know.
Not only will we
Not
do
only
this.
will we do this job, but
We'll do this job.
of course.
Com's trying real hard to be a statesman here.
I think the seawater's getting to your head, my boy.
Tom, how?
He turns into a squid and just inks and floats away.
Oh God, no, Tom! I need. How long of? King, will you allow us a few hours of findings. We'll tell you what.
A few hours to do what? I'm sorry, Lou. You keep cutting in and out for me.
Really? Am I cutting off everyone else?
A little bit, yeah.
Hi, I'm like right next to the receiver.
So what'd you say? What'd you ask him?
I said if he can allow us a few hours of
Recon.
then we come back.
Well, yes. If you wish to perform reconnaissance, I won't stop you.
Cool. Give me a second.
We can test out their moral code by just walking straight into their city. If they attack us, they're hostile.
Well, I mean, I think, it seems like a battlefield. Maybe what we do. Hang on. Are merfolk beasts?
No.
Fuck. Shit. I was really hoping to turn into merfolk and fuck around in merfolk land.
There
Okay.
has to be some tone that dictates this whole conflict.
Yeah, I mean, so Tom will come back as a squid, kind of floating back around near you guys, and turn back into himself. He'll tap his staff on the ground, casting pass with it. No, he can't.
No, he's
Can't.
a squid.
I mean,
No.
look,
He can turn
I
into
know-
he can turn into a person, but they're both concentration spells.
I mean, what I'll say to you guys is, I know that you are, sort of wondering if there's like, a two sides to this thing. In character, you would know Marrow to generally be just like chaotic evil creatures.
Okay.
They were servants of Sidon. You fought some actually when you infiltrated the Palace of Sidon. The Tower of Sidon when you went through the water. The party did. Tom wasn't there, but you would know them to be, like, to be clear, evil creatures.
Okay. Yeah. See, I never know because I like Monster Manual. What's in a campaign? Like,
Sure.
what's evil and what's good? You never know.
Yeah, and I feel you there, and I realized as you guys were talking, that you guys were sort of thinking, oh, we don't know what this conflict is about, but like this is actually a very like
Yeah.
in terms of morality, a very black and white conflict. You can see, on one side these ruins are very well preserved, where the merfolk are living, and where the Marrow are living, it's much more disheveled. And they're evil, they're aggressive. It's like, goblins or fucking troglodytes, or you know what I'm saying? Like, they might be smarter than troglodytes, but generally speaking, they're
So it's an infestation.
yeah,
And
essentially.
they're fucking with the natural order. All right, I think we can do that. Yeah.
My proposition is we visit the gods first, see if they have it, and then for reward we do this thing instead of having a blank quote unquote check.
That's
when
true.
do
We
it.
could use it for leverage.
Yeah.
We see if they have it
But-
first, and then
But
ask for that as a reward.
it would be a sign of faith if
Yeah.
we were to do this beforehand.
Beforehand. Right.
So
like the way
I
you
hear
think.
you. I hear you. You get the leverage. But we don't. That's true. We don't know anything about them.
Mm-mm. All we know is that they're freaking chaotic. Chaotic. Also.
I mean, we also don't actually know if they're fucking gods. Like, because if they can't handle a few marrow, then
Oh, you're talking about the
Oh,
gods.
Get me close to them. I can divine sense. If I know like a celestial.
oh. But so the question remains though, because Jace brings up a good point. Do we do this eradication beforehand, or use it as a. But they don't know. All they know is that we fought a few of them. Not that we're competent enough. I don't know, man. This is a hard one.
Because I want to know if they have it first, and then once we know we have it, it's like, all right, we ask that, if we're that incompetent, put that up for leverage then, or put it up for reward.
I mean, it could also be that we'll find some things on the other side of this city that used to be theirs that could give us a bit of the unfiltered truth before seeing the gods. Right? Because it's not under their control.
I mean, they already said everything that past that point is for us to grab, so.
No, but like, what I'm saying is maybe we could find some like books or things in that side that maybe they wouldn't show us here because they had to flee from that area. We find some stuff there that tells us a little bit about these gods. But maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think we should do?
Because I'm trying to think, cunning, right? I'm preventing all avenues for them to, scam us.
No, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm just thinking, we could do more research on these gods, because if they are actual gods, then I feel like doing it beforehand would be the better play. But if they're not actual gods,
I mean, think about it. We have recon. I mean, we have an hour or two for recon, so we could always do that.
Worst comes
True.
to worst, we'll play the royal game. Worst
True.
comes to worst, we play 20 squares.
yeah, we can. We have time to scout anyway, so we can. Yeah. Okay.
So I say we should do that first, then
Okay.
see what's up. Because I have a feeling once we go to enemy territory, there's just saying.
Yeah. Nate, is there a way I don't know if you're willing to release the table for the creatures I think we're about to fight, because I'm planning to put one of them on my head, on my shield.
What creatures?
The fuck, forgot the name already.
The marrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can, if it's able. If I'm able to at least look at it.
Their stat block?
Oh, stat block and also the ability, so I can use it for the shield.
Yeah, so the traits they have are really just that they're amphibious. They can breathe air and water.
Could be handy in dire situations.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll try to find the head and put it on the shield.
Okay. So are
Yeah,
you
let's
guys
do some
wanting to
recon.
go to the temple district then?
I think we decided to recon other half
Yeah.
first.
When we're like about to be at the boundary of no man's land or whatever, I'm gonna look at Jace and I'm gonna say, you are a marvelous fighter, but you're not very stealthy. So what would you say? And don't say no right away. Just give it a think. All right. What would you say
Terrified.
to being a giant octopus as we do this infiltration? And if we get caught, I'll just turn you back into you.
Interesting. I know myself's not good, but this new armor is very flexible. Doesn't give me disadvantage.
Oh. So the reason I picked giant octopus mechanically is because it has +5 to stealth. If you have more than that, then...
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
So
it is.
so I'm just gonna give you like a rundown of this map, all right?
Okay.
The temple district is that big blue square, so that's where the gods purportedly reside. The big trench in the bottom part of the map is the chasm. It goes down for who knows how deep. Terrifying The trough of stuff that leads to the it sort of divides this map, other than the part that goes into the chasm. That's all kelp forests. And it acts as sort of like the no man's land between territories. So like this spot down here,
Circle spot.
yeah, circle spot is sort of neutral territory, but within the marrow, the marrow have more control of it. And then that bottom
Contested.
the bottom landmass is sort of solidly marrow turf.
Nice.
What?
No, you're just your shapes are spot on.
PlayStation controller.
So this is where the marrow base is.
All
So
right.
kind of at the edge of the chasm. It's a big building. So
So I say we go to the southern peninsula of this little area right here. We peek our heads through the kelp forest in this location. Hang on.
Is that giant statue?
In this location right here.
giant statue.
Yeah.
Where?
Southern peninsula. That looks like a body.
I don't see it.
So southern island, right? Thingy. Around the left side of the island, there's something that looks like a cross, right? But there's something on it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Can you do a pointer to it?
Oh, never mind. That looks like a rock.
Yeah, I think that's just kelp.
The rock.
That's kelp? That's some gray ass kelp.
What are you?
I don't think we. It's just a rock
Okay.
or kelp.
That's odd. That's oddly shaped like a guy. I see the nose.
I don't see it at all. I was having such a hard time seeing it. I was like, what? What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Talking about
the eyes.
It's cloud seeing.
Like the eye is right there, and then like the nose is that little part of the rock.
No, that's just like coral.
yeah. Talking about that.
Like growing out of the building.
That legit
See
looks
it,
like
right?
a giant statue hugging a building.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so us, party and octopuses, whoever, wants to get that stealth from being a giant octopus, also has a swim speed of 60 feet.
Me and Centrophia will be.
Okay.
And might be a
A giant octopus, you most unless you're proficient in stealth, then yeah, probably a good idea.
self. See? I am half proficient.
So what's your plus?
My plus
Is what?
was a 6 plus 6.
Oh, okay, yeah. So no octopus for you. That would be my suggestion if you want to be an octopus, or if you want to be any creature. I'll show you the list. Then you're welcome to do it.
Okay, so as you swim through the village, you see that it's a normal village. The merfolk families, they seem to have large families, and they live in houses, and you see that nereids living alone in their own houses are also intermingled among this society. And they're selling things. There's just a lot of business going on. Whatever. One thing you do notice is that merfolk merchants are, hawking their wares on various corner markets. But one thing that they're selling are these globes of light that seem to be essentially permanently enchanted globes that essentially give off the light spell. And that's how this entire place here at the bottom of the ocean is being lit. And so they sell these ever-burning globes.
Cool knick-knack.
Ooh. How much are they?
10 gold pieces each.
I will buy 5.
Okay. So just take out 50 gold pieces. And you have 5, and I'm assuming everybody will get one. Or maybe
I'll
you
get
want all
one
5.
like later, when we're not gonna go to combat.
Oh, I was assuming Tom was buying them for the party, but if he wants all 5, that's cool. He can juggle them.
No, I just bought them on a whim.
Cool. Yeah, so you have 5 of those. They give off light, like the light spell, without having to cast the light spell. But you can put them in a bag and hide their light, so to speak. But you come down to that peninsula, and you come down to the kelp forest. I'll give you a image,
Ooh.
kind of how this looks.
Oh, that's sick.
Underwater still, too?
Yeah, you're definitely still underwater. Everything's underwater here.
Dang, this image does not look like underwater.
It does.
It's too clear.
No, I mean, I think it looks pretty underwater to me.
I need like one bubble. One bubble will do it.
All right.
I mean, you've already got the porous rock, right?
Nah,
the
I
bubbles in
imported that. I imported it from Australia.
Cool.
Yeah, don't worry. Looks nice.
So, towering
CGI.
stalks of kelp rise from the dark fissures that divide the city. Thick vines and wide flat leaves wave gently back and forth with the shifting currents. But on closer inspection, you can see that it is densely packed aquatic vegetation, which has tangled together, forming a nearly impenetrable curtain that obscures whatever dangers may be lurking within. So it gives some pause because it is pretty intensely like it'll be hard to see any dangers coming out. Especially since this is not your natural element.
Single file line.
Single file line.
You trying to cross down into the southern peninsula, or you just trying to like scope things out?
Yeah, scope things out for sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a group stealth check going through this area, and then whoever's in the lead, I guess, will do a perception.
You said I have a +5, right?
Tom,
Chris?
yeah, yep. Tom will be in the lead.
I have disadvantage.
You shouldn't. Did you?
16.
Did you? Okay, 16.
Actually, the roll's messed up because I don't know which one was rolled first, actually. Why do I have
Fair.
disadvantage?
It would probably be in your inventory, whatever you're wearing.
Oh, yeah, your armor.
It's... Oh, is it because the graceful plate mail is not...
Yeah, it may not be programmed in to not...
It's not programmed.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be mithril, I bought it, and it has a... It doesn't impose a stealth disadvantage.
Hold on, I'm editing it. Try it again.
Yep. Abilities. No, not abilities, skills. Here it is. Stealth. +5. Oh, amazing. The die don't lie, I guess. The
Nice.
die do not lie.
All right, I feel like we don't need to roll anymore. That's two yeah.
Hey, at least that one was a 2, okay?
Whoever's in the lead should roll perception.
Okay. By the way, all of our perception bonus, like you, this is not polymorph. This is functionally wild shape. Like you retain your intelligence, all of that stuff while you're changed into these animal forms. And you need me to make a perception check, correct?
Yeah.
Amazing. Damn. Sorry about the noise, guys. I'm not used to being a squid.
You like didn't grab one of the pieces of metal while you were transforming, and
Are all of you squids, or is just Jace or an octopus?
I feel I think the dragons and Jace are octopuses, and Kevril and Tom are Kevril and Tom.
Okay. So you you roll through, successfully keeping out of sight of any dangers that lurk within, as far as you know. You're not attacked by anything, and you cross over into the southern peninsula. Down here, it's a little more dangerous. And this part is like a lot of the buildings and whatnot have been stripped down. It's definitely not, everything's in disrepair. There's no like, coral farms or kelp farms here. Like there's not really any organization or people living among these buildings. There's just a heavily fortified fortress where I pointed the arrow, which seems to have been reinforced with some of the marble from the surrounding buildings. So they've been tearing down some of the surrounding buildings. You also see patrols of Marrow going here and there, still successfully stealthing. If you want to get closer, you'll have to do another stealth check. And you're creeping slowly, so each like closer range within this, if you want to do reconnaissance, will take a half hour. So you've been underwater at this point for about 2 hours. Let's keep that in mind.
Okay. So another round of stealth checks.
Yep, another round.
I regret.
Stealth again, baby. Let's see if I can get better this time. Yeah, yeet.
Wow, bro. This is some bullshit.
+5.
Yeah,
11.
you're really struggling.
14, right? Yo, like I'm rolling so low.
So you have a 9. Jace has an 11.
Oh, plus
I'll-
5.
I'll add. Oh no, this isn't an instant check, or no, it is because it works on ability checks. So I'll add a d6 to your 9. So 15.
Okay.
15,
go.
11, 19.
Okay. So you're able to get closer, and you see that, on the one edge, by the chasm, there's just a ton of like chummed, essentially like dead whales and dolphins and porpoises and whatnot, and you see them just dumping stuff into the chasm. And if you were to get
The
an
food?
estimated, yeah,
They're dumping the food into the chasm.
Yep.
These hungry marrow are dumping the food into the chasm.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the Kraken? Yeah.
You'd
That's
say,
good.
I'll have you roll perception checks to sort of see, what else you can suss out from this fortress. Tom, so you would estimate that there's at any given time probably about 40 marrow that are, you would assume, within the fort. Not to include their warlord, who you haven't seen any sign of. He's probably inside. And you know that from what the king told you that he's served by a coven of hags. So that's about what you can get from this.
Like they're dumping food into the dark hole in the sea.
Yeah, that's creepy as hell. I mean, maybe are they forced into subservience? Like maybe they're under threat or something. You know what I mean?
No, a way to solve that is to the leader then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we
That's
could
what I
turn
wanted.
them against whoever that is, have him deal with them, and then we deal with him, because, we're going to eventually have to anyway, right?
Interrogation?
Interrogation. Let's get some information on this thing at the bottom of the chasm.
Alright, who do we kidnap?
I don't know. Tom is getting visibly excited. The idea of pulling a heist is thrilling to him. It was one of the first things he did on his adventure.
You want to heist a marrow? You want to kidnap a marrow?
Yeah, we want to interrogate this motherfucker and figure out what's
mean,
going
that's
on
a
with the
little-
chasm.
That's a little. Oh, it's a little dark. But fuck.
I mean, we're going in to kill them all, right?
You know what they say about human rights.
Well, I'm
for
trying to.
humans.
I'm trying to see like if we kill the king, if they will all back down after that.
Oh, we need to know what's going on.
Oh, you mean... What I was thinking was that we can use these marrow. We can throw them against... Well, we don't even know if there's anything down there. Maybe they're like doing a ritual or something.
That's what
Maybe
we
they're just dumping their trash.
Maybe they're
So
dumping
we
their trash.
Kidnap one.
Very
Have we-
clearly seems to be like excess. They carve out like some of the best parts of the whale and take it into the fortress, and then the rest of it they dump.
I doubt they're just throwing out the trash. All right, Operation Steal a Marrow. Well, I mean, we could also just try and eavesdrop on them. But I do like the idea of interrogating a marrow.
I got the strength for it.
All right, let's try it. Nate, we're gonna start looking for a straggler.
All right, I'm gonna roll for this. I'll see how lucky you guys are to find a straggler. If not, then it'll be something closer to like a patrol, and then we'll decide how big the patrol is.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Oh my god.
He'll get human rights.
Okay.
He'll get
I roll it hidden, but I was basically gonna say like, you had a 5% chance of getting a straggler. You had to roll a d20. Natural 20. You rolled a natural 20 on it. So
Let's go.
Nice.
you're able to find a straggler Marrow who's, off from his war party. Sort of, I don't know what he's planning. He's just on his own. And
I got 8 tentacles.
Oh God, no! I turned you back into you for a
Oh.
moment so that we could talk because we couldn't talk otherwise. And then I'll turn you back into, I guess.
I'll just show you the picture of a Marrow so that you know what these guys look like.
Oh God, they're ugly.
Hang on, I think I have the perfect thing for this.
Ow.
Oh, they
They-
look evil.
Yeah. They look cool though.
They
Someone
look
that's
that
that
is
cool.
cool. That is cool as fuck.
That's
Like, keep it in mind.
badass.
That's oh, dude, they look so much sicker than the merfolk.
Yeah, they do. So
I can
you
stand for the merfolk though.
how do you want to catch this guy? You have the element of surprise.
I want to get the maximum use out of this level 8 spell, so I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that has grapple, and we just swarm
Look,
him.
I can use my different arms of grapple, and I have a lot of strength.
Okay, all right. I'll turn everyone else into a giant constrictor snake, just in case he fails.
Can they breathe underwater? Well, I guess you can breathe underwater.
Yeah, we can breathe underwater, and then they have a swimming speed of 30.
I mean, the tentacles allow you to grapple and restrain on an attack from the octopus.
Yeah, but it's CR1, and a giant constrictor snake is CR2, and it has an attack called constrict, where it grapples and restrains.
All right, just stay in reserve.
Okay.
then.
Yeah, we'll stay in reserve.
So who's attacking it?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Okay. So go well, roll stealth and then
Oh no.
Yeah, you're not a fucking.
All right, it's a +5. 12.
so 12.
I will use my reaction to increase it by a d6.
All right, let's see what the d6 is.
Okay, well.
14.
So he doesn't notice you coming. His passive perception is not that high. So he is swimming along. You have a round of surprise. You can go ahead and roll an attack if you're trying to grab him.
Do
So
you-
I got giant octopus. Here you go.
Yeah.
That's a +5 to hit.
It is, yeah.
Damn.
You have advantage.
All right. Well, since I don't have a tentacle attack, it doesn't matter.
So
Nat
you
20.
wrap.
Fuck.
So you do a I think it's a D10. Or
Escape is
it's-
DC 16.
the damage you do is a 2d6 plus 3.
6 plus 3.
The average is 10, so we'll just have him take 10. And he gets grappled and restrained. And the rest of you guys come in. And say he's trying to bite you.
Where the hell are the nukes?
I'll turn us all back into, ourselves.
Except for
Sweet.
Jace.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know which arm is on who.
Okay, so the rest of you turn into him, and you hear him like swearing in
One.
who does anybody speak Abyssal?
I might.
I don't. I know.
Oh,
Sylvan
because
and
you were taken
Celestial.
over by that dude?
Yeah. Oh no, Celestial Comet. I think I know Abyssal. Because you're right. I was taken over by. No.
Why would that teach you a language?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to make it work.
Yeah.
right. No.
Okay, so they um
Um.
he's speaking in languages you don't understand.
Is he trying to communicate with us?
No, I mean he seems to be just swears at
Yeah.
you.
Well, this plan wasn't thought out very well, was it?
Well,
I can't even
I mean-
fucking understand them.
I'm gonna. Who's he biting? Is he biting Jace?
Yeah, he's gonna keep trying to attack Jace.
Yeah,
I mean he's restrained.
So he has disadvantage.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to solve this.
I'm gonna.
take him back. And ask if any of them know how to speak.
I doubt it. I highly doubt they do.
Well, we got a prisoner now.
Shit.
We have a surprise round. You said. With my surprise round,
Yeah.
since Jace went in first, and then this guy was talking, and I guess there's some. I don't know. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna comprehend languages on myself, and I'm just gonna.
But does it understand what you're saying?
No, I know, but
Do you have
but
tongues?
I do not. I do not. I don't think I can learn that. Maybe I can. I don't know. But and I'm gonna hit comprehend languages to myself, and then I'm gonna wave my hand and say, "What did you just say? What the hell did you just say?" You know, because that way I will understand, talk to each other, or they talk back. I'll be able to make a judgment call. Other than that, I'm not gonna use any bonus just yet. So that's what I'm.
Yeah, I mean he's just swearing at you and giving threats and, graphically detailing how he's gonna, tear out your entrails for the bottom feeders to feed upon.
Oh, this guy's a terrorist. Fuck him. Oh, fuck him up.
Theo, get ready. I mean, not Theo. Chris, get ready to. Whatchamacallit? Tom, get ready to. Just in case my right arm is not around him, to switch me back into a octopus. I'll turn me back so I can use my fist.
All right, I'll turn you back.
Whoa.
Hopefully,
Why
my
does
arm.
he have this advantage? To who?
Because I'm grappling him.
Oh, you're grappling him.
Or restrained, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He deals 8 to you, Jace.
That's while you're still an octopus. I will drop your octopus if you're like motioning for me to drop it. I'll drop it.
8? No, I have 4 temp. No.
No, it doesn't. No. You don't take any damage. The damage goes to the spell. It goes to
Oh.
polymorph.
Yeah, to the octopus
Wow.
body. Yeah.
It's like, All right, switch me back. Hopefully my arm is still around it.
Yeah, we'll say you're still grappling and restraining him. Well, your grapple doesn't restrain. The octopus does, but so you're grappling him at speed 0. But now he's starting to thrash to try to get out.
Non-lethal punches.
Okay, go ahead and do him.
I have a plus. Damn, +7.
Oh my.
Doesn't hit, I think.
No.
Second
I'm rolling so
punch.
bad.
Damn. Oh, actually.
7 does hit. Well, you have a +7.
Yeah.
6 + 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. 13 hits.
Non-lethal damage. What the fuck is?
I think they have like 43 HP or something.
I mean, you can do non-lethal damage with your weapon, as long as you're not dealing like extra magical effects like fire or anything.
Yeah. I just have a +3 spear, so.
But, that's a hit you did with your fist, so I'm not going to retcon
Yeah.
that. So your fist damage is 1 plus your strength modifier.
8.
So, that's a 9. So, okay.
No. The total is 8. The modifier
okay.
is a +7.
8. So, yeah, he took damage from you as an octopus. He took damage from your second hit. He's still up.
Speak.
I'll bludgeon him too.
Several. He's just swearing curses at you.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
And
Hey,
And
you're
it's
gonna hit
funny
me right
'cause-
now?
Several.
well, why? Yeah, and I'm like, why are you swearing at me? I haven't even done shit to you. And I'm gonna.
No comprehendo el language.
I mean, I say at you. I meant the plural you, like you all.
Yeah, I know. We don't want to kill this guy, right?
I think we're
No.
just. Oh, fuck. I think we're just knocking him out. This was an ill-conceived plan from the get-go. We only
yeah.
noticed when he started speaking in a language we didn't know.
We're
Yeah.
running his pockets right now.
Yeah, okay. Does he have any notes? Are they also written in Abyssal? Fuck.
Alright, I'm gonna reach with Ebony, and I'm gonna hit him with the blunt, with the
Yeah,
back
you
of
can
my.
do non-lethal
yeah.
damage with your.
We're
with
just
your-
Yeah.
mugging this poor fool. He spent a day in England. Now he got got.
Does 19 hit
Yeah.
What are you, crazy? Of course
for
not.
11 non-lethal damage?
11 non-lethal.
I'm gonna hit him with
Add
with the
everything
blunt on
up.
my sword, like.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate.
he's still up.
Where's your fucking wallet, man?
He's looking wounded, but he's.
Where you
he's
keeping your
still up.
wallet?
You're just punching him in the
No.
head while you bludgeon him with the butt, and I'm trying to hit him with a staff.
Shut
This
up!
poor guy.
Shut up! Just shut up already.
This guy in a fucking sleeper.
Stop fucking talking, all right? We gotta leave, but we can't leave any evidence.
I'd rather not kill you.
So
You
it's
didn't do
his
anything
turn. He's
wrong.
gonna try to escape your grapple, Jade.
No, you don't.
Nope.
I don't think that happens. So
Almost.
he's not able to escape your grapple, but he does pull out a horn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can we? Oh.
I don't have a reaction to it.
Do I have any reaction?
I should have just banished this motherfucker.
Can I use Cosmic Omen to make the horn sound awful? No, I'm just kidding.
No. So he pulls out the horn, and as his object interaction, he will blow on it. and surely things underwater can hear that.
Well, see, now we have to kill you.
If you want to kill him at this point, you guys can.
Well, now we have to.
If you
We
want
have
to
no
kill
choice.
him and book it and get out of there, you can do that.
Okay.
I'll just ask like how you guys escape. We'll have some stealth
Does this
checks to
person
get
have
out
the-
of enemy territory. But if there's anything special you want to do to aid that, that's fine. But if you want to kill him and just get out, that's fine. If you want to knock him out and try to get out with him, that's going to be a different story. That's going to probably involve another encounter.
Does
His-
this creature have a discernible neck bone?
Sure. Yeah. You want to just
Alright,
snap his neck?
Might as well just snap it.
Yeah.
What do you guys want?
You turned us into plankton.
I was gonna say we can use the horn to our advantage. They're gonna come here, and then we can, fly off as little fish creatures, go to the palace.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad idea at all. We've kind of
You guys-
created the ultimate act, dude. This is the path to our accidental success. All right, we just accidentally created the perfect diversion.
Wait, first of
Dude,
all,
we can
get
get
his
the fuck
horn.
out of here.
Now, then I can at least kill him.
Yeah, we can go to the palace where nobody's there. Just fuck up the leader. My
Alright,
God.
Yeah,
Get
let's
the
go.
horn.
Do you guys want to go like right now?
Yeah, we
grab his
should,
horn
we, should,
first. We could use it.
we should go right. Yeah.
You guys
That's-
just going to use your shapes to get the fuck out of Dodge?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I look at him like, alright, sorry, mate, but I'll see you in the underworld when I see you.
That's awesome. That's like the perfect crime. Like, it couldn't have been these tiny little fish that did it.
Sure, little
Alright, buddy.
fishes. It's-
Can I frame something as to kill it? Y'all got any shark teeth?
All right, so you guys head back to the palace. I think that's a good plan. I think that's kind of cool. It takes about an hour to get back to the palace from where you were.
Damn, really?
And let's say it takes a half hour. So it's been 2.5 hours total.
Huh?
Let's get back to the palace, and you want to talk to the king again?
I'm going to say to the group. So I think we just, roll by these blokes here and pick them up, right? And then just head out. I don't think we need to talk to the king. He just had 4 guys for us to take with us to do this extermination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. I thought we were gonna go to the leader.
Well, might as well have reinforcements.
Yeah.
Were we going to the leader? No, not the king.
Oh. Well, I think
kill
we
the leader?
mentioned that. I
Well-
think Nate. Well, whatever. We crossed. We got. We said we got out of Dodge, so we got out of Dodge. We went, got the reinforcements.
I mean, if you guys were swimming to go to the enemy base and just fuck it up, that's fine too.
Can.
That's what I was thinking. Since
Yeah, but
they're
that's not
all
what we
running-
said we did.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I thought you guys were trying to escape. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and we didn't say anything to correct you. But yeah, we'll grab those guys and just go.
Okay.
See, now
So
we have this horn now, right? We can send one of the guys to blow it at the opposite side of the island thingy.
Oh.
Then we can go into the palace.
Yeah, does that do any of the mermen or merwomen look particularly shifty, sneaky?
yeah, so it's so the warriors he sends you with aren't merfolk, they are nereids. Nereids. I don't know how to pronounce that, but they're sea nymphs.
Hey,
That's
oh.
what they look like.
Fuck, let's just take them and leave. Who needs the
And they're
Promethean
riding-
fire?
They're riding atop some giant seahorses.
Sick.
Hey, I'm gonna take one of these back to the fucking palace, man.
Okay, all right, calm down.
So they're
My character's getting
like,
married immediately. We're going to Las Vegas.
So yeah, so they're like, you know, cavalry, but you know, they thank you for agreeing to do this for them because the marrow and the hags that accompany them are a menace. But I think it's 10:30 already. We're I'm gonna stop here. So we'll do the assault on the palace next. Whatever plans you guys have for that, we'll do that next session.
That
You agree
sounds
with that?
great.
Look,
All right.
Chris.